Welcome, friends. This is Under the Arc Sports. I'm Eric, and today we're going to talk about why I think it is finally time for the Cardinals to move on from Matt Carpenter. Before we begin, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and find us on Facebook and Instagram. Yeah, so plenty of Cardinals fans are way ahead of me on this one, but I have finally decided the Cardinals need to be done with Matt Carpenter. Just looking at him out there, it goes beyond struggling. That doesn't even begin to describe what's going on. First I want to talk about why there are some people who are defending him to the bitter end, and it's all about the super advanced metrics. And the long and short of it is that Matt Carpenter's hitting the ball hard, and he's hitting it off the barrel of the bat. Well, I mean that's a good thing. I'm looking at the laptop here. His average exit velocity, 96th percentile. That's good. So his average ball hit is harder than just about everybody's average ball. So that's good. You look at XWOBA, which is expected weighted on-base average. That combines exit velocity with launch angle combined with sprint speed on little dribblers in the infield. He's in the 70th percentile on that, so that's pretty good. Then you look at expected slugging, which compares those same things, exit velocity and launch angle. Based on those, his expected slugging percentage is in the 82nd percentile. That's great. Those numbers do not account for the fact that Matt Carpenter plays into a shift that most players don't play into. So when you consider that the second baseman's in short right field and the shortstop or a third baseman moves over to the other side of the bag, and everybody is expecting him to hit it to the right side, and then he does repeatedly, it renders all of those advanced metrics worthless. Let's talk about stats that mean something. Matt Carpenter's batting .077. He has 3 hits. This is ridiculous. He's got 1 home run. He's got 4 RBIs. 2 of those 4 RBIs came on that 1 home run, and then he had a sac fly that accounted for a 3rd RBI in that game. So 3 out of his 4 RBIs are in 1 game. And the other 18, 1 RBI. His on-base percentage would be a horrible batting average. His on-base percentage is .213. His slugging percentage is 154. That's absurd. His OPS is 367. That is a joke. Matt Carpenter has 39 official at-bats. 17 have resulted in strikeouts. He is striking out on 43.6% of his at-bats. That's the number you expect out of a kid at the end of a bench on a high school team, not a professional. That is completely unacceptable and borderline inexplicable. And it's not like he's striking out and then when he actually gets a hold of the ball, he's doing well. No, his batting average of balls in play. So that is his batting average when you subtract home runs, or home run in this case, and subtract the 17 strikeouts. When he puts the ball in the field of play, his batting average is .091. What does that mean? It means he is completely incapable of defeating the shift. It is just absolutely nuked him offensively. And he's been getting this shift for about 5 years. And he is either incapable of learning how to bunt one down the left field line or learning to hit the ball the other way once or twice a season, or he's just unwilling to do it. Either way, it's a complete failure on his part to adapt. He knows what he's facing, and he can't do anything about it. That's on him. When Tommy Edman looked like he was going to be the starting second baseman, it looked to a lot of people like Edman would play second, and then you have Harrison Bader, you would have, in center field, you'd have Tyler O'Neill. In left field, and then right field might be up for grabs. We would see Justin Williams, Austin Dean, whoever. Matt Carpenter's gotten an at-bat, or at least a plate appearance, rather, in every game this season. So in the Cincinnati series, he only had 3 plate appearances. And then, if you remember, by the Miami series, games 4, 5, and 6 of the season, Justin Williams started off horrendously. He was over 10 with 6 strikeouts to begin the season. At that point, Matt Carpenter got some playing time to give Justin Williams a break, or just to see if a break was all he needed. Maybe he wasn't capable. He's turned it around, so that's helped. But by the time that happened, Tyler O'Neill was hurt. So that necessitated the move to have Tommy Edman go play right field and move Williams or Dean or whoever else to left field. And that put Carpenter at second base. Now, defensively, he's been fine. He's got 1 error at second base. That's fine. But as Tyler O'Neill comes back from the injured list, and as Harrison Bader gets closer to returning, I see no reason to have Matt Carpenter in there every day. If he's the best pinch hitter you got, well, 1, I think you're wrong, because you have Austin Dean and John Nagowski out there, but, I don't know. The long and short of it is, as players come back and the Cardinals get healthier in the outfield, that should allow Tommy Edman to go back to second base, and that needs to be the end of Matt Carpenter playing regularly for the St. Louis Cardinals. I'm not convinced that part of his extended playing time, particularly being the first bat off the bench at the start, I'm not convinced that that's not partially coming from the front office. A front office always is very hesitant to have an expensive guy on the bench, and they may come down from on high and tell Mike Schilt, Matt Carpenter needs to get a certain amount of plate appearances. We're not paying him to sit on the bench, basically. Well, that's stupid. That is arrogance from the front office. And if that is the case, they need to shut up. Because 0.77 at the plate and basically enough free out for the defense is not good enough. It's unacceptable, and it has to change if the Cardinals are going to be competitive all season. I mean, this is a team trying to make the playoffs, and they got a guy who can't even bat 100 playing regularly. Get that crap out of here. It's time for Matt Carpenter to go sit on the bench, ride out the rest of this season, and then be gone in 2022. Do you disagree? Leave some comments. Let me know what you think. Thanks for checking out my rant. Hope to see you next time.